"Congratulations, George," she said, her lips curling into that smug little smile I used to find endearing. "Your hard work paid off. I'm promoting my boyfriend Steve instead of you. He's more of a team player." I nodded slowly, expression calm, eyes steady. I didn't blink. I didn't argue. I just slid the envelope across her sleek glass desk, watching it come to rest by her elbow as soft as a whisper. "I resign," I said, my voice even measured. She laughed, actually laughed, a short, sharp sound that echoed in the quiet of the office. "Good luck out there," she smirked, as if she'd won some game I never agreed to play. I stood, buttoned my coat, and smiled. "You too." She had no idea what was inside that envelope. Not yet, but she would. Oh, she would. Her name is Amanda. My wife. My boss. My betrayal. We'd met 7 years earlier in the cramped space of an elevator. One of those rare sparks people write about in bad novels. The kind of connection that feels electric, undeniable. She was brilliant, fierce, magnetic. I was quiet, disciplined, sharp in ways that complemented her fire. Together, we made sense. In life, in love, in business. We built everything together. A company from the ground up, brick by brick. She was a charm, the face. I was the strategist, the planner. And it worked for a while. People called us a power couple. But power is funny. It doesn't always corrupt. Sometimes it just reveals who was rotten all along. The first crack was small. A dinner canceled at the last minute. A phone left face down on the table. A perfume that clung to her coat. Too citrusy, not her usual warm, musky scent. Then came Steve. A transfer from marketing. Too casual, too eager, too friendly. I saw it in her eyes before I saw it in her inbox. I didn't need to snoop. Patterns shifted. Schedules overlapped a little too perfectly. People talk. And quiet men we notice. One night, she came home late, lips smudged, hair tousled, guilt draped over her like a heavy shawl. She thought I wouldn't see it, but I saw everything. When the promotion email came, Steve over me, signed by her own hand, I didn't feel rage. I felt clarity. That's when the plan began. I started backing up files. Every file. Financial records, contracts, server logs. Amanda never bothered with digital security. Admin credentials were taped right to her monitor. Sloppy. I called my lawyer. A smart man. Quiet like me. I told him to draft my resignation letter. But with care, with precision. Inside that envelope was more than a resignation. There was a notarized packet of evidence. Fraud, embezzlement, internal emails linking Amanda and Steve to forge vendor payments, double bill clients, siphon funds. It started before the affair. That's what stung the most. I didn't go to HR. I went straight to the board. They called a closed meeting 3 days after I resigned. I walked in with 2 USB drives and a thick printed report. No drama. No bitterness. Just data. "How long have you been compiling this?" one of them asked, voice low. "Since the lies started." I said. The numbers spoke for themselves. The board didn't need much convincing. But I told them to wait. Let her dig deeper. Let her bury herself. And they did. Amanda thought she was untouchable. She promoted Steve, flaunted him at conferences, pushed through more fake invoices, registered shell companies in secret. I watched. I waited. And when the time came, I struck. Monday morning, 8 a.m. Amanda sat at the head of the conference table, Steve by her side. The board entered, their faces grave, silent. The air shifted. No greetings. No small talk. They handed her a folder. I watched as her fingers trembled, as she opened it, as her eyes scanned the pages. Accounts, emails, wire transfers. Steve's name right there alongside hers. She looked up at me, wide-eyed, lips parted in shock. "Careful," I said quietly. "You're still on company property." She blinked. That's when security entered. Calm. Professional. "This way, ma'am." Steve shot to his feet. "Wait a minute." "Sit down," one of the board members said sharply. "You'll have your turn." Amanda's face went pale. Her composure, her dignity, gone. slipping away like sand through her fingers. Her eyes found mine, desperate, searching for mercy. I held her gaze and didn't blink. They offered me her job after that. I declined. I didn't want her thrown. I wanted her truth exposed. I took a consulting position instead. Better pay, fewer hours, total control over who I worked with. No entanglements. No shared passwords. No citrus perfume. Amanda's facing charges now. The company filed. The IRS, too. Word spreads fast in our world. She's untouchable now, in the way lepers are untouchable. Steve disappeared. Quit the next day. Last I heard, he's bartending somewhere that doesn't ask questions. I never contacted her again. Never answered the voicemails. The late-night emails filled with regret. She knows better now. She knows I don't rage. I don't shout. I move quietly, precisely, like a scalpel. People ask if I regret marrying her. I don't. A knife teaches you two things, how to bleed and how to cut. She taught me both, so I sharpened myself. And when the time came, I cut her out. She thought she'd humiliated me. She thought that envelope held surrender. But in the end, it held her sentence. Please subscribe and share this story.